Good afternoon, teachers. My name is Jagat, and I welcome you all on the behalf of Shri Aurobindo Society. This is the series where I share with you some of the innovative ideas given by the teachers of our different states and districts. So today, as yesterday I shared with you that that yesterday we started one a new book that was Andaman Nicobar Issue One. So when I say issue one, it means there is a issue two as well, book two also. So every year we launch one book in each state. So yesterday I shared with you some of the innovative ideas of community participation, and today I'm going to share with you the ideas of learning through games. And I must say that learning through games is one of the most interesting innovative case study where teachers like to use these innovative ideas so much in their schools, and students also feel so excited all the time when they wait for it that when teacher is going to start learning through games in the school. And how beautiful it is, not only of your state only, we share with you all the innovative ideas of all these states. So like this is the innovative booklet of Andaman and Nicobar, that is an island, and we are sharing book with you or the ideas of the teachers from that far area. If you live in Delhi, in Haryana, in Himachal Pradesh, so you know what teachers implement in the school of Andaman and Nicobar. So you can find all the innovative ideas on our YouTube channel, that is ZIIEI, and our Facebook page, Sri Aurobindo Society ZIIEI. You can find all the ideas there and some more interesting updates. We keep on updating there. So before I talk about our today's innovative idea, there are teachers, they have some questions always, like how they can send their innovative idea to us, or how they can submit their innovative idea, or there any idea which they are implementing in their school. Some ideas are there who are helping other teachers, and some innovative ideas are there where teacher is helping student is helping student, or student is helping teacher. There are any aspect of any development in the school is an innovative idea, or in the community. So we everything is an innovative idea for us, which is you can help somebody else, or somebody can help you in the development of the area of the school, or making a school a better place. So yes, so there is a certain, there are some points where we have to take care when we submit our innovative idea. So as our program name is ZIIEI, Zero Investment Innovation for Education Initiatives. It means that your idea should be based on zero investment, and it should be for education. So zero investment, when I say, so it doesn't mean that we are not going to use the resources of school. Absolutely, we are going to use resources of our schools, or we are going to use a minimum investment like 10 rupees, 20 rupees, that we can count somehow in a zero investment. So any idea which you are implementing in your school, which is based on zero investment, that is applicable for our program, that you can send your innovative idea to us. And the second thing is your idea should be implemented already in your school. So there are teachers, sometimes they have some amazing ideas in their mind and they share with us, but those ideas are like a suggestion because they never implemented. We cannot see the benefits till now, so we cannot share with other teachers those ideas. So your idea should be already implemented, that you have implemented your idea in the school before, and you have got some benefit, and you know that how to implement this idea in the school. And the next point is your idea should be documented. So sometimes what happens that we have some innovative ideas in our mind, but we don't know how to write it. So if we cannot write it, then how we are going to share with the other teachers? So your idea should be documented, you should write it. And there are some other 9 points also which you can find on our website, and at the same time you can submit your innovative idea to us. Our website is www.ziei.com. So this is our website. Once you click this, or once you open our website, you will get one pop-up. You can just open that pop-up, that will be submit your idea, or Hindi apna navachar dijiye. So it will be like that. Then you can submit your innovative idea there. Or it is not necessary that you should have only one innovative idea. It can be more than one also. If you have 5, 3, 4, 10 innovative ideas, as much as innovative ideas you have more like possibilities that your idea will be selected. And after selecting your idea, we try our best to make you make you a special teacher and give you a reward as well from our education minister. So every year we have in March, we have our events, which you can find on Facebook, that how the ministers come and they give you reward as a good teacher, as a special teacher that you have implemented, or an innovative teacher. Okay, teachers. So now we have discussed a lot about our program, and I hope so there is no confusion. Still, if you have any confusion, then feel free to ask me. You can tell me if you're watching us on Facebook. You can tell me in the comment box, or if you're watching us on Zoom, then you can ask me directly your question, or at the end I'll give you the chance that you can ask me your question, or you can tell me in the chat box. So let's talk about ahead and about our today's case study. So how many of you like to play games? So when I say games, there are a lot of kids in the school, and I will say almost every kid is there. They all want to play games. If you give them two options, that the first option is you can study or you can read your book, and the second option is that you can play a game. So we will see most of the students will choose the second option, that ma'am, we want to play a game. From that, we understand their mindset of students is like this. The students like to play games more than a reading book. So there are some innovative teachers, they have thought like what we can do in a school, that my students will play a game and their motive will be complete to play a game, and my motive will be complete, that I want to make them read that book or make them teach them something. So they will be reading and teacher will be teaching, all the motives will be complete. So there are such games. Students also feel so much excited in the school, and teachers also feel so much excited when they are going to implement these ideas. So I would like to share with you the name of the teachers. The first teacher name is Suma Kumari, and the teacher is from Ranghat and Andaman. And the second teacher is Reena Devi, and she is from Andaman also as well. And there's a Dipankar Mistry, the teacher is from Andaman. So these are the three teachers who have given their three different innovative ideas. So I'll share with you all the innovative ideas. But before that, I believe that I'm going to share with you some of the benefits. And at the end, when you hear all the innovative ideas from me, then you can also share more innovative, more benefits which you have understood from these innovative ideas. So the first thing is students get confidence when we play games. So we have a very different enthusiasm in us. We students like to play games. When they play games, so we can ask them to read book at that time. We can play any vocabulary game or anything which we want to do. The students are so enthusiastic while they play the game. So they become confident about the subject. And the teamwork, the student becomes a team player, and the teamwork, as we see in the society, in the community, there are a lot of people, they lack in the community, in the teamwork. If we ask them to work together, so they face a lot of problems. They even don't know how to start the teamwork. So here students are going to learn it, and they know how to manage the whole class as a team. So there will be several benefits like that. So let's talk about our first innovative idea. The name is the guessing game. The guessing game, as we hear this name and we understand something, the guessing, so it means we are going to guess something. Yes, you are right here. We are going to guess something in this innovative idea. So what happened in the class? So all these innovative ideas can be implemented in the primary class, primary classes. So that there was a teacher, and teacher saw in the class that there are some students, whenever time comes for them that they have to speak something or they have to guess something, they are not able to understand the sign of their friends. So their friends is telling them something, so like this, if I do like this, so somebody is thinking head, somebody is thinking hair. So how the team will work in there? If two friends are talking, how the two friends will understand what is the guess sign of that another friend. So this was the one of the impact areas of this. So teacher thought, let's make this a game, and I'll use vocabulary in this. That I will teach my students all the vocabularies, the rhyming words, like not, bought, any, and some words like this, which makes rhyming a good rhyming, like and different kind of words can be there. So after that, the teacher asked one student to come, like front of the class, or like front of the and the front of the desk where all the students sit, near to the board. And teacher asked that student to just, you have to show some signs to the student, like Damshirar game is there, something like that. So after that, the student comes, and let me show you the picture also of the teacher, of that student, how students come here. As you see, there is a girl and she is standing there and she is playing the game. So after this, what happens? All the students come ahead. Sorry, one student come ahead, and after that, this student shares some signs. Like if a student does like this in the sky, like this. So students have to understand like what the student, and there will be team up also. Like if for an example, there are 4 groups. In each group, there are 5 students. So total students in the class are 20 students. So 5 students are there, 4 groups are there. So the first group has to understand the sign as soon as possible before the second team understands that. So this thing is going to happen, that other teams are also going to guess that what that team player wants to say. Which so ever team says at the first, the team will be the winner, or the team will get 1 point at the same time. So like this, as I'm just assume that I'm your student and I'm standing here. So if I touch like this, so think I'm a primary student and you are my primary student. So if I touch like this, so all the students have to guess that what is he saying? So it means he is talking about the nose. Yes. If I touch my hair like this, so it means the student is talking about hair, and like this. Yes, so all the student, the team has to guess what is the meaning of this. It means the student is talking about shoulders. So this was only one example, and different examples can be there. This was the body parts example, and after the teacher can give different things also, like colors name also. And sometime in the second phase, what happens now? Student was telling them verbally or the by sign language. In the next part, the student speaks, but no, he doesn't make any sound like this. If I say, and if I speak like this, then you will try to understand what I mean to say. So it means, so I am saying here nature. So all the students have to understand what the student is saying, that how the word moves, how the lips moves when we speak any word with like silence or without making any noise or any sound. So this is how this game is played in the class, and the primary class is like preferable for this innovative idea in the school. After this innovative idea is implemented, and this we see in the class that there are students who are learning words so quickly, and they are able to understand the sign language, and the students have the mutual understanding of each other. That if any student is saying in a sign language, that helps like in every aspect. They grow with one new skill, that's a sign language, or any gestures, or anybody who is not making any sound while speaking. So students are able to understand that per student easily, and students also feel good while playing this game. So like this, we can teach our students colors name, body language, or any objects in the class, anything like that in a school. So let's go ahead as teachers, and let's talk about the next innovative idea. And the next innovative idea name is vocabulary game. And as we know that vocabulary becomes sometimes a little hard part, or the part which basically students feel so scared of. When we say that, students, we are going to learn today vocabulary, so we can see that scary face of students, that they are no, they're so afraid that they are going to learn about vocabulary, and vocabulary is so hard part to learn. But after implementing this innovative idea, you are going to feel that the teaching vocabulary is a easy part for teachers when they do it by games, through games. That's why the innovative case study name is learning through games. So after this, in a vocabulary game, what happens? So there is a teacher makes some rings like that. So for an example, a teacher takes this much big wall paper, and he cuts that. And after cutting that, teacher writes one vocabulary in that. And after that, teacher gives all the vocabularies before one day to all the students, and roll number wise, teacher asks them to come ahead and makes one chart paper. Let me show you, then you will understand it easily. Like there are students are standing there, there is a teacher, and there are those rings and those circles of paper. After that, all the students come ahead, and teacher gives them a ring. Teacher gives them a ring, and teacher asks them to throw it. And when it goes in on that paper, when it that the ring covers that paper, after that the student has a chance to tell the name of that vocabulary. What is the word, what is the meaning of that vocabulary? And after that, the student gets 1 point. As many as rings that student can throw and answer all the words, the student is going to win that game. So this was the phase one. And this is how all the students, at the end, the student who is last and who has given most answers, the student is the winner of the class. And there is another part also to play this game, the another way. This was the first thing, and the second is alphabets, letters of English. So what happens, A, B, C, D, we can write the letters on that on the paper, and after that the student is going to throw the ring, and that for an example, that ring goes for the D, and the student is going to tell after that that the three words which starts with the alphabet D, and all the students have to tell that, like D for dog can be there, domestic can be there, anything which it is according to the level of the student. We are not going to judge a student that he is telling a simple words or very hard words while just playing this game. Our main motive is that students must know at least three words from each alphabet of this English or the letters. So this was the second way. This is how the teachers play this game in the school. And after that, teachers did not stop here only. Once the all this once teachers have the winner, after that the winner shares all the words, that how he has learned those vocabulary, what was the way, and what made those words easy to understand for the student. Because there are students, they always try something different to remember any word for a long time. And after that, once that student has learned that word or he knows that word, and after that he is going to share that how we can use this word in our daily life. So there are sometimes situations, there are students in our class, whenever they have any vocabulary, they know, for an example, they know 100 words vocabulary, 100 words they know. The main challenge is for them is right now that where will they use those words when time comes. Like if I say energy, energy is a word, or enthusiastic is a word, or any word like that, like go, down, up, and such words like this of English, how students are going to use these words, that becomes a challenge for a teacher also and for the student also. After that, the student is going to share as many as words that student has shared. He is going to share the meaning of those words, and the use of those words, how we can use these ideas in our class. So this is how we are going to use this implement idea, this vocabulary game. And right now I want to say one more thing. If you have any innovative idea in a class, which you implement in a class, and today you have a chance that you can share your innovative idea with us, and we will try our best that your innovative idea is selected. Or you want to share your experience of teaching in the class, or learning something that you wanted to learn, and you have learned in a different experience, or any experience of your life which you want to share. So today you can share with us, as we are live on Facebook. So you have a chance to share with us. So let's talk about our last innovative idea, and the name is train game. So when I say train game, you must have got some glimpse of this game, like train game. So there is train is going to happen. Yes, something is like this. This innovative idea. So the name of the teacher is. Let me share with you the name of the teacher. So the teacher name is Dipankar, and he's from GPS ward number 3 and 1. So Dipankar sir has implemented this innovative idea, and this idea can be implemented in this in the primary classes. So I'll show you the picture also how teacher implemented this innovative idea. Before that, in train game, what happens, there are some situations in a class when we see that in students are not able to learn the tables in the class, like 2 table, 3 4 5, these numbers are there. They are not able to understand that how they can tell or how they can learn these, or motivation is not there to learn, we can say somehow. So after this, what happened? The Pankaj sir was there. He saw in situation in the class that my students, they do not try to learn something. When I give them any table to learn, like 2 2s are 1, 2 2s are 4, something like this, so they do not learn it. When I ask them, say they say I don't know, and they start crying. And when they start crying, the all the situation just blows up. After that, there is nothing. So the teacher knows that when a student starts crying, so there is nothing can be done until he stops. So game is the method where all the students are going to smile, laugh, and enjoy, and feel they will feel so energetic in the class. So how teacher did that? So first teacher told in the class that tomorrow we are going to play one game, and the activity for game is like this. So first teacher, there will be train in the class. What will happen, roll number wise all the students have to tell, like 2 2s are 1, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. So all the students will stand in the queue. So roll number 1 will tell 2 2s are 2, 2 1s are 2, and the roll number 2 will tell 2 2s are 4. Like this, all the students are going to give the answer. Whosoever, if any student is there, if he answers wrong, so the student will be out of the game. And after that, like this, we can increase the level day by day. Once the students understand this, that they are going to come, and by roll number wise they are going to speak that table number, whatever number comes according to their roll number. Then they are going to tell that. If they are not able to tell the right number of that table, then they are out of the game. And whosoever answers the right number, so they make a train like this. Let's see this beautiful picture. That you see there are students in the white dress. So they all are in the train sequence. So everybody keeps hands on another's boys or girls shoulder. After that, they start walking in the school and the class. Or then teacher tells to each class that this is the train. They know all the table of 2 and 3 and 4. So like the students also feel good that they know the table of 2. So because of that, the other schools, other class students know us, and the teacher also we play this game like this, like chuk 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 chuk. We can do something like this in the class when they are moving. So this is how something we implement all these innovative ideas. So right now, this is your chance to share your experience of implementing any idea in the school, or any different idea which you must have implementing, or you want to share your experience, any confusion related to our program, how you can share your innovative idea with us. So you can ask me directly right now. If you are on Zoom, you can open your mic, and then you can ask me your question. Or if you are on Facebook, then you can comment in the comment box, and I will read your all the comments, and then I'll try my best to answer your question. Yes, so do we have some teachers who like to ask any question, share experience, or anything which they would like to talk to me? Till then, there are some teachers who are writing on Facebook. Uh, Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. So one teacher is saying that he is not able to hear me. So I believe so that as I see my team, we are able to hear. So sir, I want to just confirm one thing. When you start using Zoom, so once you open it, so you should choose the option. There are two options of audio. So the first option is over the internet, and the second is phone call. So please choose over the internet. When we do not choose it, so our sound option does not come, and sometimes we are not able to hear the sound. And once you try to open your mic, then you are not able to open your mic also. And some are saying nicer. Thank you everyone for commenting on Facebook. So I believe that there is no confusion now. All the teachers have understood all the ideas. And so let's do one thing, everyone. Let's meet tomorrow with different innovative case study. The name is self-learning. So tomorrow I will share with you that how students can learn everything by themselves. So if teacher is not, let me share with you very important quote which I once I heard it. If teacher is not in the class and students are still learning, that is the best class in the world. So sometimes what happens, if teachers are in the class, then students keep on learning. Once the teacher goes outside, then there is no learning environment. Sometimes it happens in a class. So tomorrow we'll talk about it, that how we can create such environment in a school, that if teacher is not present in the class, so students will have self-learning environment. They will keep learning, they will keep studying, and they will keep growing in their life. Till then, everyone, have a great day. Bye bye.